Alright, just a quick video on the Philips Respironics REMstar Auto A-Flex. This is a 50 series, 50. And how you tell is underneath it, and the part number is right there. So what you're looking at is the last two digits. So there's a 50 series and a 60 series. And what happened to me here is the humidifier started to leak inside. So this had started leaking a long time ago, and I had stopped using the humidifier. Maybe I used tap water. I'm not sure. You should use distilled water. So what happens, the calcium in tap or well water will deteriorate the metal that is on the bottom plate here, which, if you look carefully in the light, you can see the pinholes that it had eaten through the bottom. So I know that if you go back to the original company that sells these things, you're going to pay a lot of money. So what people will do is they'll find alternatives, purchase the parts. So I looked on one of our internet companies. Okay, we'll go right there, Amazon. And I find this one for about $13. Found another one selling about $20. And this one here, it says the lid is for the 60 series, 60. And you look at the picture like, what could possibly be different? But if you buy the entire assembly for the 50, and it's a 50 series, it's about $45 to $50. Why the price difference? I have no idea. But if you look down in the comments, maybe somebody purchased it accidentally, but they say that you could just change the lid out, and that is true. Some people are confused too about how to remove the lid. So do not force these tabs, as you will break them. But if you reach down inside and you squeeze this tab here, the top will pop open. Okay. So now I have the two of them together. I'm like, okay, well, what is the difference between these two? I mean, the tanks are the same. So I go ahead and put it into my machine, and it stops. I'm like, why does it stop? Well, flashlight inside, and if you look in the top left corner, you can see there's an extra piece on the plastic. So let's pull it back out, and we compare the two. This piece right here does not exist over here. So my guess is that we can probably shave this off. If you needed a new cover, you can probably shave this off either with a file or a small hacksaw blade. Then this will slide right in. These openings are exactly identical. Everything about this is identical. Every little ridge, even the plastic pieces on the side here, they're the same. But this has a groove that the clear one does not. So my guess is, and I'll demonstrate that in just a moment, if I take this off, this will slide into my 50, and that's a 50 machine. I'm going to take a pretty good guess that this may not slide into a 60 machine, a 60, because it does not have that groove, and we cannot accommodate that groove here. As you can see, it's molded into the plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and shave this off and show that this will fit into the machine. Alright, so I shaved it off. Believe it or not, I used a steak knife. What I did is I ran the knife along the bottom side here, and then I came across the top until the two met, and I cut that piece off right there. What I will tell you is to go ahead and use caution, as you don't want to cut yourself with the knife. Take your time. Actually, it took me about a minute to cut through there. And now this 60 series fits into my 50 series machine. All right, and then the lid goes down. So for about $13 and change, I was able to get the entire assembly replaced, as opposed to paying $45 or so for this assembly. The only other difference noted on here is it does have the level indicator on here. However, it is not as bold as it is here. So just watch when you put water in here, don't overfill it. And again, use distilled water so you don't eat away at the metal base. Also, make sure you put enough water in here, because if you dry it out, the heat from the plate down here is enough to ruin the seals under here, and then you'll have it leaking under here. So you don't want that to happen.